I'm here to be an all-time great.
You're now rocking with the best.
Purple yellow, purple yellow, purple yellow, purple yellow.
The Lakers repeat back-to-back titles.
Welcome to the Big Baby Jonathan Sports Podcast.
Oh, he's smoking hot.
The latest Laker news.
Another great Showtime feed.
The greatest Lakers show.
This is going to be legendary for a long time.
This is the Big Baby Jonathan Sports Podcast.
Lakers all day.
Go Lakers!
What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Big Baby here, man. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Welcome to Big Baby Sports, man. Today's episode, we're going to talk about the Lakers offseason. Who are they going to target in free agency? Do they bring back D'Lo? Do they sign and trade him to Indiana? Because those are the reports out there that Lakers and Pacers are talking about a trade that will send D'Lo, the 17th pick, Mo Bamba, and Michael Beasley for Miles Turner and Bradley Buddy Hield. So much more. Do we keep the young assets or do we fluctuate our roster to go get Kyrie Irving? We'll talk about that so much more. Make sure you guys hit the like button. And what's going on? Crenshaw, what's going on? Appreciate you. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel, man. We're a couple more. We're at 792 subscribers away. Or we're at 792. We're almost 800. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel, man. My thoughts about this whole offseason, man. Just want to say, give a shout out to the Denver Nuggets on winning the NBA championship, man. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to KCP for getting his ring. Shout out to you guys for getting your championship, man. Lakers got beat, and I said that in my podcast 4 weeks ago. If whoever wins this series, Lakers and Nuggets, will win the championship, and that's what happened. Yes, I think we can win it all next year because we were so close against Denver. There were so many opportunities for us to win. Against Denver, we just didn't execute well down the stretch. Now we know how to get there. I feel like a couple pieces in this draft and the free agency will be all right. You know what I mean? And let's see. Who should the Lakers target in free agency? I feel like we should re-sign Rui Hachimura, Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves is very talented, love his game. We need to re-sign him. We need to bring back half the core back. You know, the reason I feel like we lost to Denver is because our shooting wasn't really good as far as Beasley. A couple other guys didn't shoot the ball well down the stretch in that fourth quarter against Denver when we got swept. So I feel like the Lakers get some pieces in the offseason, which I think Lakers are going to do well because of Rob Pelinka. Shout out to Rob Pelinka in the front office. They've been quiet. And I know there's links about Buddy Hield, Miles Turner, a couple other players, Royce O'Neal, Kristaps Porzingis, but he just got traded to Boston in a 3-team deal. Clippers get Michael Brogdon. Washington Wizards get one of the Morris brothers and draft compensation. But that's the thing. Washington went to rebuild. You know what I mean? Washington went to rebuild. They got rid of Bradley Beal to the Phoenix Suns for a bag of 99 cents chips and water. That's how bad the trade was for the Washington Wizards. You could have got more for Bradley Beal, but Bradley Beal wanted to go to Phoenix. You know what I mean? You could have got more value for Bradley Beal, but he had a no trade clause, so he picked where he wanted to go. And that's the thing I want to get into. How come certain players and organizations, when a player says, I want to go there, they grant it. But if somebody says, I want to go to the Lakers, they say, I'm not trading you there. I don't understand it. But I feel like Washington could have got more for Bradley Beal. I feel like Washington could have got some good assets back, but they got Chris Paul and Landry Shamet. That's not a good deal for a caliber player like Bradley Beal. You need to get more value. You need to get like shout out to my boy Gabriel and the Sacramento Kings, man. Hey, your Kings are very talented, bro, and they're a team that people need to watch out for. And they're a team that might trade for Pascal Siakam or OG Anunoby from the Raptors. They were one of the teams that were trying to get Bradley Beal, but they wanted one of y'all rookies. You know, so Kingston, nope. He went to Phoenix, so it is what it is. But as far as my Lakers, man, we have the 17th pick in this draft. I personally feel like we're going to trade it along with another pick for a small forward, and I feel like we need to go get our hands on the Zach LaVine or DeMar DeRozan, because with this young group that we have, with AD, LeBron, Rui Hachimura coming back, Austin Reeves coming back. So I want to see this team come back, a couple pieces. And if I'm Lakers, do everything in power to get a good wing defender. DeMar DeRozan would be perfect, but we'll see what happens. Like my boy JT says, all this is just talk until something happens. I personally feel like Lakers are going to trade that 17th pick. And Beasley and Mo Bamba, probably most likely, in my personal opinion, for Buddy Hield, Miles Turner. Makes sense. Miles Turner is good. Back to the basket, center, block shots, run the floor. He could put 80 back at the power forward position, and Buddy Hield can come off the bench or start. However this roster plays out, be good for us. Buddy Hield's a great three-point shooter. He was supposed to come to the Lakers for Kyle Kuzma back in the day, and at the deadline, he was supposed to come to the Lakers. So I feel like the Lakers are trying to get him because I think Rob Pelinka was his former agent, so it makes sense. You know what I mean? It also makes sense for the Lakers to also bring back D'Lo if we don't trade D'Lo. It also makes sense for us to bring back D'Lo, probably shooter. I want to see us bring back. I feel like because Lakers are linked to Chris Paul, Trae Young, Damian Lillard, and Kyrie Irving. That's letting me know the Lakers are interested in getting a point guard. It makes sense, but for a caliber player like Chris Paul, we're talking about his age, you can play him about 15 to 20 minutes. His IQ is really good, and you know how AD plays with high basketball IQ point guards. You see what he did with Rondo. You know what I mean? You see what he done with LeBron, too. He plays really well with high caliber players, So I expect Lakers to go after a point guard in the draft or trade or free agency, maybe bring back shooter. I don't expect I want to keep the 17th pick, but Lakers are in win now mode. They were 4 wins away from the NBA Finals appearance. So Lakers are like, okay, should we draft for players that contribute in 20, 24, 25, 26 season, or trade the pick and get some assets and start to go for a championship now? So I feel like Lakers are going to do that. I feel like Lakers are going to do something. There's been rumors about certain players coming to LA, but also we haven't heard anything from Rob Pelinka. Rob Pelinka's going to do something. I feel it. Hey, shout out to Eric Q, man. What's going on? They could let Bradley Beal walk instead of giving them Supermax and no trade clause. Yeah, that they should have let him do that, but it is what it is. It's unfortunate, but now Phoenix has a big 3. But they did get Frank Vogel. I feel like they're going to be a competitive team. We'll see what happens. But in my personal opinion, the Western Conference is going to be stacked. You got Denver going to be obviously the favorite to go back to the finals. That's how every championship team is that win it. And you got the Lakers. You got the Warriors. You got Sacramento. You got the Clippers. There was Kawhi Leonard, Paul George. Now they just got Malcolm Brogdon. You know what I mean? So they're going to be at the middle of the pack. But we'll see what happens there on that front. We'll see what happens towards free agency starting July 1st. But the draft's tomorrow, so you're going to start to see deals coming out of nowhere that haven't been talked about. I didn't even know about Porzingis to the Celtics at all. Nobody was talking about it. See, boom, trades happen we don't at least expect. You know what I mean? So I expect the Lakers to do some type of deal that nobody's talked about, just like the D'Lo trade, just like the Rumor trade. So I expect Lakers to be in negotiations that we don't know about. You know what I mean? So it's unfortunate. It's crazy, man. And I saw a report out there that LeBron is frustrated with AD. Yeah, take it with a grain of salt. Take it with a grain of salt, man. Because if LeBron's really frustrated with AD would have been traded already. Because LeBron James, if he's frustrated with somebody, you know how he's frustrated with Westbrook? Westbrook was gone. Frustrated with Kyrie, he was gone. You know what I mean? Frustrated with Dwayne Wade when he was in Cleveland, he was gone. So if LeBron was frustrated with AD would be gone. But I don't expect the Lakers to trade LeBron or AD. I don't expect the Lakers to even listen to the phone calls for AD. I feel like we're going to run it back, and we're just going to tweak the offense, and we're going to tweak the team and the offense too, and the defensive schemes this season, and we're going to try to run it back. But I feel like the Lakers are not going to get Kyrie Irving because he stated that he didn't want to come here. He was trying to recruit LeBron to Dallas. I don't think LeBron's going to Dallas. I feel like he's going to stay here. I know when we got swept by Dallas, he was talking about retirement and all this stuff. I feel like he was doing that off of emotion. He was exhausted. That series was crucial, grind out, but I feel like we can learn from that series. to improve on what we can accomplish for next year, to improve on that situation and beat the Denver Nuggets. Because Denver Nuggets, they won a championship, but they were acting like they haven't been there before, talking about, people saying Denver was the Lakers' daddy and all this stuff, and people talking that mess. But it is what it is. Let them enjoy it. Let all these Laker people that were DMing me saying, "Oh, Lakers lost," making fun of us. You all enjoy that, because I want everybody to have that same energy, man, when we come back to the West Conference Finals next year and get to the finals and win. I have confidence in my team to get this done next season. Rui Hachimura is going to be improved. Austin Reeves is going to be improved. Anthony Davis is going to be improved. LeBron, everybody's going to be hungry, and we're going to have this new team. We're going to have some pieces. We're going to get some good players on this team, and I feel like the Lakers are going to trade that 17th pick. But if not, I want Jarrett Howard from Michigan. He's Juwan Howard's son. Very good athletic point guard / shooting guard. Combo guard. I like his game. He can shoot the mid-range really well. But we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens on that front. He could pass the ball really well. But I feel like Lakers are not going to get anybody into the 17th. I think we're going to trade it. But also, too, there's rumors that Lakers are not going to trade Max Christie. I understand that. I get it. He's a very good up-and-coming prospect. So I expect the Lakers to keep him. He'll probably get some playing time this season, because he really played tremendously when LeBron was out, when Westbrook was out at one point, when he was on our team, even when AD was out, he shined, so he's very talented at his game. I like his game. So I feel like if you put him in there with LeBron and AD at times, it could work out. But I feel like the Lakers, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I feel like the Lakers are gonna do something, like I said earlier in the show, are gonna trade for somebody that nobody heard us talking about. That always happens, and if we somehow pull it off for Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan, I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's official. Yeah, so Celtics are working on a trade to acquire Wizards power forward Kristaps Porzingis. So the trade just happened right now. So Wizards get Marcus Morris, Anthony Coffey, and the 30th pick to Washington. Okay, so it's looking like it's going to be a done deal. So Malcolm Brogdon to the Clippers. That's crazy. So it's a sign and trade. That's crazy. Like, a lot of Clipper fans are excited for Malcolm Brogdon. Really? How many times we got to go through this with the Clippers? They get somebody, oh, we're champions. And look what happens when the season happens. So until the Clippers actually get it done, I don't want to hear anything about them being the best in the West, Paul George, Kawhi. I don't want to hear that. I want to see them actually do something. Like instead of talking, oh, Clippers, this, if they get it done, cool, congratulations. But it's leading to nothing. You know what I mean? Congrats to it was a good trade. I think Boston won that trade so far. Because so far Boston has Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Kristaps Porzingis, Derek White, Marquise Smart, Al Horford, Robert Williams, and more. That makes sense for Boston. Kristaps Porzingis is a very talented big, can stretch the floor, shoot the three, back to the basket. Love his game, but everybody's talking about Michael Brogdon's talented. Don't get me wrong, he's a good point guard, but I just feel like it's the same repetitive stuff with this Clipper team. They get somebody, media praises them. Oh, Clippers are going to be the best team in the West, and look what happens. You know what I mean? So I expect, it is what it is from that trade. But I want to get into another draft prospect, Derek Lovely. I like his game. He's a very, very athletic big, can stretch the floor, facilitate, block shots. He can also shoot too. So he worked out for the Lakers, and Lakers were blown away by his shooting in pre-draft workouts. I like his game. He's from Duke, but if the Lakers keep the 17th pick and he's there available, get him. He's a very up-and-coming big fella. We need a center. No more playing ED at center. Put him at his natural position, power forward, and let the team go off that. When he plays center, that's how he gets hurt all the time. When he first came to LA, he played power forward because we had Dwight and JaVale McGee, and he didn't get injured. You know what I mean? When we won the championship in 2020. So what I need the Lakers to do is get a big man There's also big men on the free agency market I feel like Lakers should go get too. Robin Lopez, Brooke Lopez, good veteran big man that can contribute because at one point I feel like the Lakers are going to get back to the West Conference Finals versus Denver, and Nikola Jokic, man, we need somebody to guard him because AD was getting lit up by him, and LeBron too, not just AD, just the whole Laker team got lit up by Denver. So we need to get a big fella that can guard. That's why I feel like we need to get like a big fella, maybe like a Miles Turner, or I would say Porzingis, but Porzingis is a power forward too, but he's going to Boston, and Washington's rebuilding, so they're getting a bunch of draft assets. Kuzma probably going to re-sign because that could be his team. They're probably going to throw him the bag, but if he's not, put your comments in the comment section on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, man. Would you guys want Kyle Kuzma back to the Lakers? Let me know in the comment section down below once this video is posted. Yeah, man, and it's just unfortunate that we didn't win it this year, but everybody's asking me how do I think the Lakers did this year. I got on my people been asking me on Twitter and stuff how I think the Lakers did this year. They did something that I think was possible, starting 2-10, get to the West Conference Finals. It's not a failed season. It's not a failed season. It's a season where you can look at film. Okay, what can we do to get better for West Conference Finals? To get back to the championship, get to the finals. It was not a failed season. It was a season that was improved, got better, just got right into a Denver team. We're going to regroup, come back next season, ready to win it again. We'll go again. So it wasn't a failed season. I gave it an A+ because we started 2-10, came back. And proud of the guys from Fart. I'm proud of Darvin Ham. Darvin Ham gets an A+ for me because some coaches would have folded under pressure, would have folded if they had a team with 2-10. They would have folded, you know what I mean? But the fact that Darvin Ham got this team to play, you know what I mean? Got this team to play with passion, no give up attitude, and I like that. And Darvin Ham I know his rotations could be like, what are you doing at times? But also, this team played great defense of a defensive end multiple times in the playoffs. You know what I mean? We beat Golden State, we beat Memphis, the two great defensive teams. We beat them. We just ran into a Denver Nuggets team that Michael Malone just outcoached Darvin Ham in the playoffs. It's just a point proven, and it's okay. I know a lot of Laker fans are like, why are you giving Darvin Ham an A? It's because he deserves an A because for what he was able to do as a coach to turn around 2-10. You know what I mean? 2-10, Laker Nation. 2-10. Some teams would have folded under pressure as a coach. But the fact that the Lakers came back from 2-10 with Trey Westbrook and all this stuff going on, I felt like the Lakers did a good job. Darvin Ham and LeBron and all just team together. It's not a failed season. I know Laker fans are always talking about if you don't win a championship, it's a failed season. No, it's a season where you can look back on and say, you know what, we improved, we good. Now we know what we need to do to get back here and win the championship. It's not a failed season. You know what I mean? It was an improved season to get better for next season. You know what I mean? So I expect Lakers to do everything in their power to get back to West Conference Finals. And I said that when we got to play Denver before the series started, I said whoever wins out of the two, Denver and LA, are going to win the championship. Denver beat us, they won the championship. So now it's our turn and the whole NBA's turn to come back and say, you know what, let's go forward again and try to win it. No championship is easy. We didn't win it this year. Wasn't our year. Try it again next year. That's all you can really do. Get better, improve, take the things that you messed up on. You know what I mean? Look at it as a learning curve and get better for next season. That's all you can really do. So, yeah, man. And I feel like if the Lakers, I'm going to tell you this now. If the Lakers somehow get Trae Young for Beasley, the 17th pick, Mo Bamba, I'll do it, but I already know how Atlanta's going to say. They're going to say, give me Max Christie, Austin Reeves, Austin Reeves. But with a caliber player like Trae Young, no, that's a tough decision to do because I'd rather have depth over a super team because super teams don't really – you have your super teams that win like Golden State, Boston, Lakers, with Bynum, Powell, Ron Artest, Lamar Odom. That's depth/super team. But I want Lakers to – have a team where it has depth like Denver. I want to have a team like Denver next season where if Nikola Jokic is not, like if AD ain't playing, Willie Rowe, somebody else steps like Reeves, 29 points, or Chamorro, 26 points. You know what I mean? If LeBron's not playing up the part, somebody else can contribute. I want a team that's all around, not just 3 superstars, get a bunch of veterans, and go try to win. No, I want depth. But that's the thing. We never, Lakers are all about superstars, super teams. So whatever happens, happens. Laker Nation. If we get a super team, let's go. Let's run it. We just got to go what the Lakers do. You know what I mean? We just got to see what happens in the draft tomorrow at 5 p.m. West Coast time. I will be back after the draft to recap you guys for what breaking news regarding Laker trades, Laker free agency, and more, man. Robert Carter said Lakers do not know what they want. Lakers do not know what they don't want. Yeah, man, we'll see what happens, man. But yeah, man, that's gonna do it for Big Baby Sports, man. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Feels good to be back, man. Miss all you guys. Hope all is well with you and everybody, man. You guys have a good one. Peace out, Laker Nation. Baby, baby.